psychologically train him to be mentally weak, independent, but physically strong.
Mentally weak. Mentally weak. This is why we don't even challenge ourselves no more, man. This is why our whole thought is how to get it, cook it, and chop it, and bag it. That's it. Get it, cook it, chop it, and bag it. That's it. Mentally, we're weak. We're not even challenging our minds. We're not even challenging our minds. It's nothing into it. I learned to cook it up, chop it, and bag it. It ain't nothing to it. We're playing a game that was invented for us, man. And it wasn't invented for us to win. We have took reverse roles, man. Read that again.
For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak, independent, but physically strong.
And this is why in the jails, the niggas going up top on niggas. This is why they constantly warring in there. Because they physically strong, but now they not using their mind. So all we going to do is go brute strength against brute strength like bulls, running, banging their heads against each other. Pop had that good song. He said, what'd he say? He said, you're still banging your head, banging your head on a concrete wall. This is what happened. This is what happened. Keep going.
Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and scared.
So you got the nigger woman out front. That's what this say. Now we're gonna go to the scriptures and prove all this, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to it right now.
This is a perfect situation for sound sleep and economics. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of a frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us. He cannot get past her infant slave process. He is a good tool, now ready to be tied to the horse at a tender age. By the time a nigger boy reaches the age of 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for life's sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a unit of good labor force. Continually through the breaking of uncivilized savage niggers. By throwing the nigger female savage into a frozen psychological state of independency, by killing of the protective male image, by creating a submissive, dependent mind of the nigger male savage, we have created an orbiting cycle that turns in its own axis forever unless a phenomenon occurs and reshifts the position of the female savages. We show what we mean by example. Take the case of the two economic slave units and examine them closely.
Now, I want you to go, there's two points I want you to make. I want you to go back up here where it said the natural state of the woman will be put up front. Where was that at? Because she will become physically independent. Exactly. I want you to read that. Then we're going to go down because there's two key points here that we want to pull out according to the scriptures, man, to show that these things the Lord had his hand in, and he gave us records, man. This Bible is our record. This Bible is a history book. It's a record of people, man, of law, statutes, and commandments that we have to identify with, that we just throw out like it means nothing. So go back to where you was at up front, up top here. Exactly. Because exactly. All right, hold on. All right, go there.
Because she has become psychologically independent, she would train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and scared.
Now you got it's a so-called nigger woman out front and a man behind her and scared. Now we're going to show this in the scriptures. I'm going to take chapter and verse. That's Jeremiah 31 and 22. We're going to Jeremiah 31 and 22. We're going to prove what they were saying earlier about the so-called nigger woman being in front of the man. That this was even proclaimed in the scriptures, man, prophesied.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth.
It said the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. How long will you go backsliding daughters? Now we just said how they were going to sit there and put the woman above the man and switch roles so that she can depend and destroy her image. Now this was all ordained in the scriptures, man. We're just going to bring it out to show you. Start over.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter, for the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, as yet they shall use this speech in the land of Judah.
Hold up, they shall use this speech in the land of Judah. Let you know, they will use this speech when we went in captivity. Let you know, this Willie Lynch, that was the speech that they are using that was ordained in the scriptures, man. So when they said the woman, read that again. Where is that? The frozen state? Read that again.
By her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from the psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reverse roles. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak, independent, but physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You got the nigger woman out front and...
Hold up. So now we linking up to these scriptures. Read that again. What have we got?
You've got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and scared. This is a perfect situation for sound sleep and economics.
Sound sleep and economics. It was written in the scriptures. The Lord said we'll be... Now let's read this again. Now let's go back to Jeremiah 31 and 22. Read that again.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, as yet they shall use this speech in the land of...
They shall use this speech in the land of Judah. Let you know, the tribes here that came on these slave ships, when he came and made that speech, he was talking nothing about the tribe of Judah. But mostly, it was nothing but the tribe of Judah there. In that land where the tribe of Judah was at. Enslaved on these auction blocks. When he came out and he gave that speech, he was strictly talking about the tribe of Judah, because he left the tribe of Benjamin from the West Indies when he came to America to talk about the speech, to bring forth his speech. He was talking about the tribe of Judah that's written about in the Bible. And see, this just linked things all in to let you know, man, these people in the Bible, man, these people were of color, man. And we're not trying to harp on the color, but the Lord say, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. So we out here to give you knowledge according to the scriptures, man. To show you who you are according to the Bible. To show you your roles. To let you know the Puerto Ricans are from the tribe of Ephraim, man. Did you know that, man? To go through the scriptures, man. To prove who the North American Indians was, man. From the tribe of Gad. That was on this land before anybody came here. All this is written in the Bible, but we don't go into it. So we here to prove these things, man. And we here to lay hands on and pray and remove demons, man. We out here for that, man, for the people. Now read that again, and then we go get back into Willie Lynch.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, as they shall use the speech in the land of Judah, and in the cities thereof. When I shall bring again their captivity, their Lord bless thee, O habitation of justice and mountain of holiness.
Let you know, this was ordained by the Lord, man. And they will use this speech, man, in that land where Judah was at. In America, that's where they used this speech at. That's where he made this speech at. Prove him, it ain't a shadow of doubt. He made, showing through the scriptures. And with the Willie Lynch study, he was only talking about who? The so-called Negroes. And the scripture talking about the so-called tribe of Judah, which is the so-called Negroes today. This is, this is straight from the Bible, linking it right up in the Willie. This not nothing we're coming up with. This is the Holy Bible. Hold that Willie Lynch letter up. This is the Holy Bible and the Willie Lynch letter, man. This is nothing new. We're just bringing it to you, man. We're bringing it to you because the Lord said, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. Study to show thyself approved. That's what we out here for, man. To give you the facts. Give you the facts and make you want to sit back and reason and go through the scripts. Make you want to say, what the heck these guys talking about? Let me get a book and read what he's talking about. If you don't believe it, grab the scriptures and read it for yourself. That's why we out here. Keep going where you at.
Before the breaking process, we had to alertly on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear, his woman stands on guard for us. He cannot get past her infant slave process. He is a good tool, now ready to be tied to the horse at a tender age. By the time a nigger boy reaches the age of 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for life's sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a unit of good labor force. Continually through the breaking through the breaking of uncivilized savage niggers by throwing the nigger female savage into a frozen psychological state of independency, by killing of the protective male image, by creating a submissive dependent.
By killing that image. I just want to say something. Hand me right here. See, this is killing the image. This is killing the image. This is why the Lord said worship him in spirit. Because this is putting images up, and it's crazy because you're going through slavery. You got this image and you got this image. So you have nothing to believe in. When you look back at this image, everybody